Hello, welcome everyone to GP Cove. This is the first video of this channel. This channel is created in the hope of sharing my past experience when I was taking GP several years ago, and also share my journey creating content for GP. How do I source for content? How do I determine whether the content is reliable or not? And also to document the whole learning process. So I hope through my videos I'm able to impart my knowledge and also some tips and tricks into memorizing content for your GP paper. So without further ado, let's begin. There are actually a lot of ways to gather information. You can gather through news outlet, you can gather through blogs, you can gather through videos. But in this context for the general paper, I would just like to limit your attention to the several categories. So the first category will be news outlet, both local and foreign. The second would be government website, and also the third would be on statistic. So for the first category of news outlet, right? For local news outlet, I would just like to share two news media outlet. The first one would be the Straits Time, and the second would be Channel News Asia. So for Straits Time, right, many of you have known that they introduced the premium articles. So any articles that is deemed as premium, you are not able to view it unless you have a subscription to it. So my strategy is to use content on CNA instead. CNA also, similar with the Straits Time, has a commentary section. A lot of articles for you to read, and it's all free, so you can use all this information. Now let's move on to the foreign news outlet. The first one would be BBC. A lot of good articles. The second would be the Reuters, also free. The third one would be actually the Wall Street Journal. I put Wall Street Journal here is because I had a subscription. I think they have a special offer back then, and I subscribed. Now it's about $2 per month. Back then it was $3, $1 for 3 months. So after that, I did not continue. I only used for 3 months, but for that 3 months, right, you can really sort of save a lot of the news here lah. You can save a lot of the article here, provide a lot of good insight and also opinion, on various topics. So it is also one website that I would recommend. The second category will be government website. So for government website, right, for Singapore we have the Prime Minister Office, or PMO for short. Here, right, you can actually find a lot of speeches, a lot of information, pertaining to various topics. There was talked by the PM himself, DPM, and also other minister as well. Here, right, very important. Go to the topic section. You can see a lot of interesting topics, right? You can use for your general paper. For example, topic on population, topic on housing, topic on healthcare, finance, education. These are just some of the topics that you may see in your prelims and also in the actual A-level exam. So this website, right, is very important for you to gather information for a special type of question. The type of question would be in your own country. So in your own country, right, everything, all the content, right, has to be based in Singapore only. You cannot go elsewhere apart from Singapore. So you have to limit all your discussion in Singapore. So it is actually a wildcard question. So if you have really spend your time well here, right, try to know maybe 70-80% of the content, right, and also remember some of the arguments, some of the points, some of the key facts raised by the minister, DPM or PM himself. You can actually find that question that say in your own country, right, you can have a better chance of scoring because you have a very good understanding, a very good fundamentals of the content, right, that is based in Singapore. So this website very important. You have to bookmark here. Okay, you have to bookmark. Very important website for you to know or have a glimpse on it, or have an overall view of the topics that are important to Singapore and Singaporeans. So the next website will be actually the NEA. So as we know, environment and sustainability are just some of the very hot topics nowadays, right? If you go to NEA, right, under the so-called the resource or the media, you can actually get a lot of information pertaining to environmental topics. So very important. It's very important for you to know all these websites. Actually, every statutory board, every governmental agency in Singapore would have a website by themselves lah. So actually, the purpose of this video is to raise awareness that you know that actually this website exists, and also how to quickly find information that is useful for GP, rather than browsing all the tabs finding the information. So here, media resource, go direct to media resource, find the information that you need. The last category that I would like to share, right, is actually statistic. So statistic, right, again you have local statistic and foreign statistic. So for local statistic, right, you can actually come to this website. This one is called Department of Statistics Singapore. Here you can get all the information pertaining to various so-called sector. A lot of information, economic, political, environmental, prices, all this, a lot of data for you to choose. You can browse by themes, all these things. So actually, if you want statistic, right, pertaining to Singapore, you can come to this website, Department of Statistics Singapore, and just find your statistic based on the category that the statistic is in. For foreign data, right, you can come to Pew Research Center. Here they have publication plus statistic, and they have a very wonderful illustration, for you to be able to absorb the information quickly. So all these key facts, numbers, you can use it, depending on what type of question that come out. But this is based in US, so if you want US statistic, come to this website, Pew Research Center. If you want something that is broad, something that's regional, something that not just based on one country but based on the region or a continent, right, you can actually come to the United Nations, UN, Department of Economic and Social Affairs Statistics. So here, right, you can get a lot of data separated into the various categories. Just find all your stats here. Very important. A lot of people forget about this UN, and we neglect that actually there's a United Nations all this while that aims to be apolitical, and also you can get quite amazing statistics from here lah. Okay, so this video is just to raise awareness that you can actually come to this website to get all your statistics. So just to recap, we have gone through 3 categories. The first category would be the news outlet, second category would be government website, and the third category would be statistic. So I hope that my sharing has been useful to you, and you can have a better understanding on how to gather information, and also how to use information that is relevant for your GP. So that's all for this video, and if you like this video, please remember to give a thumbs up, and also I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.